Here are 6 reasons why INFJs are getting angry. Number 1. Excessive noise or chaos. Excessive noise or chaos can be a significant source of frustration and discomfort for INFJs. These individuals have a natural preference for calm and order in their environment. They tend to be highly sensitive to sensory input, including noise, and are easily overwhelmed by chaotic or disruptive surroundings. For an INFJ, a noisy or chaotic environment can be mentally and emotionally draining. It can make it difficult for them to focus, concentrate, or find the peace and solitude they need to recharge. The constant barrage of sensory stimuli in a chaotic setting can lead to feelings of stress and irritation. In such environments, INFJs often struggle to maintain their inner equilibrium and may find it challenging to process their thoughts and emotions effectively. They may become increasingly edgy and anxious as the chaos continues, and their capacity for patience may wear thin. To an INFJ, a serene and orderly environment is essential for maintaining their mental and emotional well-being. They often seek out places that provide tranquility and minimal sensory distractions to decompress and recharge. Excessive noise or chaos can disrupt this balance, leading to a sense of agitation and frustration as they strive to regain the peace they require. Number 2. Personal space invasion. Personal space invasion is a significant source of frustration and discomfort for INFJs. These individuals highly value their personal space, independence, and boundaries in their interactions with others. When their personal space is consistently encroached upon, it can evoke strong negative emotions. INFJs prefer a balance between social interaction and personal solitude. They require time alone to recharge and reflect on their thoughts and feelings. When others fail to respect this need for solitude, it can lead to feelings of being overwhelmed and trapped. For INFJs, personal space is not just physical, but also emotional. They guard their emotions and inner thoughts, often sharing them selectively with a few trusted individuals. When their emotional boundaries are repeatedly violated, it can lead to a sense of vulnerability and frustration. The intrusion into their personal space can make them feel like their boundaries are not being taken seriously, or that their autonomy is being disregarded. This can lead to a sense of powerlessness and irritation. INFJs often find that their emotional and mental well-being depends on their ability to create a private and peaceful sanctuary for themselves. When this sanctuary is disrupted, it can cause distress, hinder their ability to process emotions, and lead to irritation and frustration. Number 3. Emotional disregard. Emotional disregard is a particularly poignant trigger for frustration and anger in INFJs. These individuals possess an innate sensitivity to their own emotions and the emotions of those around them. They often make a concerted effort to empathize with and support others emotionally, and they expect the same consideration in return. When their emotions are disregarded or invalidated, INFJs can feel unacknowledged and undervalued. It's akin to having their feelings brushed aside or belittled, which can lead to feelings of hurt and frustration. As emotional and empathetic individuals, INFJs put great importance on the power of connection through emotions. When someone fails to acknowledge or dismisses their feelings, it can feel like a breakdown in the empathetic bond they've established with that person, which can be deeply disappointing and frustrating. Furthermore, emotional disregard can leave INFJs feeling isolated and misunderstood. This can have a profound impact on their overall well-being, leading to a sense of disconnection from the people they care about and the feeling that their emotional experiences are unimportant. If you're loving our content, consider becoming a channel member. As a member, you'll have the power to help choose which video topics we cover, receive exclusive badges to showcase your support, and enjoy priority in our responses to your comments. Number 4. Plan disruptions. Plan disruptions can be a significant source of frustration and irritation for INFJs. These individuals are often meticulous planners who thrive on structure and order in their lives. They invest considerable time and effort into crafting well-thought-out plans and goals. When these carefully laid-out plans are unexpectedly disrupted, it can lead to a deep sense of frustration. For an INFJ, having a plan provides a sense of security and control. It's a way to navigate the complexities of life and ensure that they're making the most of their time and resources. When those plans are thrown into disarray, it can feel like a loss of control, which is particularly distressing. Unforeseen disruptions can derail their carefully constructed strategies, and INFJs may perceive this as inefficient or suboptimal. It can feel like their time and energy are being wasted, which is a source of frustration for individuals who value efficiency. INFJs are forward thinkers after all, who like to be prepared for the future, so unexpected disruptions can create uncertainty and unsettle their sense of preparedness, which can be deeply uncomfortable. Furthermore, planned disruptions can divert their focus from their long-term goals and vision, making it difficult for them to stay on track and make progress. This misalignment with their goals can be especially frustrating for INFJs who prefer a sense of purpose and direction in their lives. Number 5. Unresolved conflict. Unresolved conflict can be a considerable source of frustration and agitation for INFJs. These individuals are natural peacemakers and empathetic communicators, often striving for harmonious relationships and the resolution of issues. When conflicts linger without resolution, it can lead to deep frustration and discomfort. INFJs tend to view conflict as a disturbance to their ideal of balance and peaceful relationships. They are motivated to find solutions and create a sense of harmony. When conflicts remain unresolved, it can feel like their efforts are in vain, which can lead to disappointment and irritation. So for INFJs, unaddressed conflicts can weigh heavily on their minds. They may find it challenging to move forward or focus on other aspects of their lives while a conflict lingers. The emotional burden can become increasingly burdensome, leading to feelings of stress and frustration. And moreover, unresolved conflicts may leave INFJs feeling unheard or unimportant. They often invest significant emotional energy in trying to resolve issues and reach a compromise. When these efforts are not reciprocated or taken seriously, it can lead to a sense of being disregarded and unappreciated. In their quest for resolution, INFJs may become impatient and restless when confronted with ongoing conflicts. They long for the emotional relief that comes with finding solutions and re-establishing harmony in their relationships and environments. Number 6. Sense of injustice. The sense of injustice is a profound trigger for anger and frustration in INFJs. These individuals are guided by strong moral principles and an unwavering commitment to fairness and integrity. They have a keen sense of right and wrong, and when they perceive injustice, it strikes a deep chord, evoking powerful negative emotions. For an INFJ, witnessing or experiencing an unjust situation can be deeply unsettling. They are often driven by a sense of responsibility to right the wrongs they encounter. So when they believe that someone is being treated unfairly or that the rules are not being applied equally, it can provoke a strong emotional response, including anger. They tend to analyze situations with a keen eye for objectivity and fairness. So when they feel that justice is being compromised, it can feel like a betrayal of their deeply held principles and ideals. This betrayal can lead to feelings of outrage and frustration. Injustice can challenge the sense of moral order that INFJs strive to maintain. It may leave them grappling with the question of how such imbalances can exist in the world, which can lead to feelings of disappointment and anger. In their pursuit of justice, INFJs may become determined to address and rectify perceived injustices. However, when they are unable to achieve the change they seek, it can result in feelings of helplessness and heightened frustration. These videos will be really helpful for you.